Hi boaters, little maintenance today. I got a Jabsco 4 gallon per minute freshwater pump, which we use on our boat to pump water from our 40-gallon water tank to our head, shower, and sink in the kitchen, in the galley. 31 months old, cost $133, and it's frozen stiff. Would not operate this spring at all. Although last fall it pumped about 15 gallons of antifreeze into our water systems throughout the boat, filled all the pipes and everything with potable antifreeze. Worked fine then, but over the winter it decided to die. And it's a usual kind of little pump, 12 volts. Doesn't look to be in bad shape, but obviously it is probably not going to be repairable at this point. We have, you can replace the diaphragms in these pumps, but that's not what this pump needs at this point. A little more than that. That's the pressure switch in the front, the blue part. And what we're going to do is take it apart. Start by removing some stainless steel screws from the front, and we can pull the pressure switch off. There are 5 of them, and slide it off and set it aside. That's also a replaceable part, I believe, but it's not our problem. Take a closer look inside. There's some potable antifreeze in there. When we mopped it up, it was pink. So this is not a freezing issue. This is something worse than that. Okay, if you turn the pump over, you see a little speck of corrosion there, and a and a little drip mark running down the bottom. That's the bottom of the pump. So that's where some water got inside and leaked. So we'll pull the diaphragm assembly off. Pretty easy to do. That's replaceable. And this showed some wear. I was surprised for the maybe 30, 40 times it's been used in the last 31 months. It's the pull the brush assembly off the back. There's 2 large stainless steel, 3.5-inch stainless steel bolts you can see on the left there that hold the brush assembly on. You can, once it's done, you can pull it right out. That rear bearing is free, but we find out later that the front bearing is not. So we fiddle around with it for a second. See if we can get the rotating assembly inside to move, but no, it's not going to move. So let's take the motor out of the case, and it's going to give us a little bit of trouble because one of the field magnets is stuck against the case on the inside, but it does come out fairly easily if you fiddle with it. And try again, and there it comes. And now there's the field magnet that was stuck in there off. And if you try to turn that rotating assembly, it is absolutely frozen. That motor is not a replaceable part, as far as I know. And I'm not sure you'd want to replace it anyway at this point. There was water in there. And an O-ring that separates the diaphragm assembly, which is wet, from the motor, which is dry. And the O-ring is pinched at the bottom. Probably done during assembly, and that's how the water got in. Because that front chamber fills with water while it's pumping, and it'll go anywhere. And that little O-ring turns out to be the culprit. So, made in Mexico. Hope they had a good time making it, because I'm not having a good time taking it apart. You can see how much water must have been inside. The inside of the case is completely rusty. So there you have it, a Jabsco Par Max Plus 4 gallon per minute 60-pound pump, which is now a pile of garbage on my bench. We've already replaced it with a SureFlow, which we hope will last a little bit longer and get us through the season.